Hello, and welcome to session 1 of this 4-week journey to become healthier. Okay, so let's dive straight into it. We don't have time to waste here. What does it mean to be healthier? If we were in a room with 10 people, we'd probably get 10 different answers. But in this program, the concept of healthy that I want to use is your concept of healthy. So whether you think being healthier means having a better looking body or having more energy to do your day-to-day activities, it doesn't really matter. We're going to use your concept to do all the exercise along these 4 weeks, and I'm truly excited to see the results in the end. Okay? Tony Robbins says physiology and state are correlated, right? So change your physiology, change your state. And Harvard even proven it. So here we're gonna attack your physiology so your health can become better. And if you don't believe changing your physiology can change your state, I welcome you to try the test that Harvard used to prove it right. So take 2 minutes and you should stand in a powerful position, okay? So what is gonna happen? Your testosterone levels are gonna go up and your cortisol levels are gonna go down, and that has been proven. So it actually changes your state by changing the hormones inside of you. It's amazing. But when we're talking about physiology, most people go straight to think about exercise, okay? And exercising, it's really important, and we're going to be talking about it in some sessions. But today I want to focus on one of the most important factors that will determine if you're going to have a healthy or not that healthy life, which is your nutrition. More and more studies every year are being published proving that nutrition is what really matters. And when I talk about nutrition, I'm talking about the quality of food that you are eating. Let's make a parallel here that I really like to make when I'm talking to my clients. If you get a car, a brand new car, are you gonna fuel it with any type of fuel, or are you gonna try and look for the best quality fuel so you can get the best performance out of the car that you bought? Think about Formula 1, for example. Do you think they use the same kind of fuel that you use in your car? Obviously not, because they are looking for the best performance possible. And in our bodies, it isn't different. The type of fuel, the quality of fuel that we put inside of us will determine our performance. And here I'm talking about aches and having enough energy to do your day-to-day jobs, or even play with your kids, right? And talking about kids, another parallel that I like to make is, have you ever wondered why kids are so energetic? I tell you why. Because most of them, obviously, and if the parents aren't that crazy, most of them only eat the healthy stuff because we don't give them the unhealthy ones. Can you relate to that? So, to make it simple, so you don't have to look for a nutrition professional or buy a huge book to understand better about how this works. What do I mean by quality food? Okay, so a quality nutrition will be determined by 2 very important things. First, unprocessed foods. And second, the more colors you get on your plate, the more nutrients you're getting as well. So you're looking for unprocessed and colorful foods. That's basically it. And to make it even more simple, right? So you don't have any excuse at all not to try, I'm going to give you the example of the Harvard plate. If you go to the Harvard website under the nutrition department. They teach you how to work out your plate. So half of the plate should be filled with fruits and veggies. A quarter with your carb of choice, potatoes, rice, whatever it may be. And the other quarter should be your main protein for that meal. So in a very simplistic way, but also in a way that really works, a healthy plate will look like that. So if you're trying and you're achieving that kind of plate, you can be sure you are eating much healthier than you were before, right? But quality is not the only thing that matters. Quantity is also important, because if I overeat, I'm probably gonna suffer from overweight related or obesity related diseases, or even decrease the power of my immune system. And if I eat too little, I might even suffer from anemia and also problems with my immune system. So I do have to keep a proper balance of how much I'm eating of these wonderful quality foods that we just spoke about. Okay? So how to calculate the quantity that you personally have to have? It obviously depends on your objective. If you need to gain weight, if you want to just maintain, or if you need to lose some pounds, it will be different. But for you to actually know how much you should be eating, I'm going to introduce to you the concept of the BMR, the Basal Metabolic Rate, which basically represents how many calories your body needs to function daily. It's going to be different for each one, and even differs from the gender of the person, but it's very easy to calculate, okay? So if you're a man, you're going to calculate your BMR by timing your weight in kilograms by 10, your height in centimeters by 6.25, and your age, obviously in years here, right, by 5, okay? So the formula is 10 times your weight plus 6.25 your height minus 5 times your age plus 5, it's gonna give you your BMR. If you're a woman, the only difference in the formula is at the end, that instead of adding 5, you subtract 161. And when you get the number, your personal BMR, what to do with it, okay? So that's where your goal will come into place. If you're trying to gain weight, you should eat anything above your BMR mark. If you want to maintain, you just try and balance alongside the mark, and if you want to lose, you just need to ingest less calories than what your BMR is. But if you don't know how to calculate calories on your meals, don't worry, right? I'm just attaching to this session a table that will help you get started. Got a lot of examples with portion sizes and how many calories you're going to be ingesting if you eat that type of food, okay? So, just to wrap it up, today's session, right? Information that is important. Being healthy depends on you and your idea of healthy. Don't listen to what social media has to tell you, okay? Or even your neighbor. Being healthy is what is important for you. Do you feel good with yourself? Second, your physiology affects your state. So let's make sure your physiology is in the peak performance as possible. Yeah, and quality and quantity of your nutrition is what really matters right now, and it's really important for you to realize what you're fueling your body with and how much of the fuel you're getting. So I hope this information is useful for you, and the next step is for you to just fill out your workbook for session 1. Try to be as truthful as possible, because that's where you're gonna get all the action that comes with all this information. Okay? So be safe, stay home, and you are much more amazing than you think. I'll see you next week.